The Remnant Church of Bible Prophecy will be a very racist church. Over the last few years, it has been very interesting to see people come out and now openly admit that racism is not about skin color, but about values. And one of the best, most publicized examples of this comes from the Smithsonian's Museum of African American History and Culture, which published a page on whiteness and white nationalism and white supremacy, describing the nuclear family with a father and mother as belonging to white culture. The scientific method, yes, studying cause and effect relationships are for white people. The emphasis on hard work and that you must work before you play is a value of whites. And check this out from the New York Times. White culture is obsessed. Oh, they're obsessed with clock time and punishes students for lateness. Wow, imagine that. If you show up late, you get punished. But no, this is wrong because this is but one example of how whiteness undercuts black kids. So expecting people to show up on time is racist. Delayed gratification is a value of white nationalists. I can't believe they say this, but this is what people actually believe. And Seventh-day Adventists pay very close attention to this. For religion, no tolerance from the concept of one God. So if you believe that there is only one God and that you must show up on time and work hard and that having a father and mother is important, well, those values are exclusive to white people. The term racism today is being used to attack a certain set of values. The media, the entertainment industry, and academia are trying to limit these values only to one specific group, conservative Protestant whites, and then claim that such values themselves are toxic and hateful. And this presents a serious problem because these are biblical values, and these are biblical truths that will be preached and practiced and promoted by God's last day remnant church. You literally cannot read the Ten Commandments out loud now without falling within the definition of promoting racist ideas. The key word is definition. The definitions are changing. These biblical values now qualify as racist and hate speech and bigoted, and they are the very values that are inherent to the remnant church of biblical prophecy. By definition, we will be a very racist church. And of course, abortion. Professors say pro-life movement is about keeping America white and the unbearable whiteness of pro-lifers. So if you want to be a faithful witness for the Sixth Commandment, you are a racist. And unfortunately, these false claims and rhetoric is already affecting the Adventist church. We have people like Ivor Myers and others openly claiming that the movement to oppose killing children is somehow racist and that listening to arguments for the Sixth Commandment means that you have been influenced by the racists. Now, this is of course completely absurd and false and has been refuted repeatedly, and when asked how it is racist to oppose killing children when minorities disproportionately have much higher rates, they don't want to answer. Of course not. Also, importantly, the Adventist pioneers who are praised so often for their bold, uncompromising, strong stance against slavery also took a bold, strong stance against abortion. Adventist pioneers publicly condemned abortion as infanticide and child murder as an enormous and appalling evil. They publicly condemned other denominations who supported abortion, and the pioneers publicly supported anti-abortion legislation. Were they also racists? Shockingly, you need to hear this, shockingly, I have been told many times by Adventists, particularly specifically in North America, that the pioneers were in fact racists for opposing the killing of children. Now, when I ask the question, how can you praise the exact same people for opposing slavery but condemn them for opposing the killing of children, you get no answer, of course, because objective rational thinking is also racist. Definitions are changing. The very values that are necessary for the finishing of the Great Commission are being defined as racist and hateful. Denial of evolution is a form of white supremacy. These wizards and shamans believe that we evolved from the slime balls, and if you don't agree with them, then you are a white supremacist. Evolutionary magicians cannot explain the origin of life, so they came up with a clever phrase, directed panspermia, that aliens, yes, aliens on other planets put their sperm on rocks and sent them to the earth, where we evolved from alien sperm. But of course, if you reject this hocus pocus, then you are a white supremacist. But oh, look at this! The Adventist Church has already officially affirms its belief in the biblical account of creation, in contrast to what? To the evolutionary explanation. And there is, quote, no room for evolution as truth in Adventist schools. Uh-oh, we're in big trouble. We are already a white supremacist church. Satan right now is laying the groundwork to vilify truth tellers as toxic, vile, hateful, and racist. He is singling out one group of people, white conservative Protestants, and ascribing to them all these values, as if somehow non-whites should not hold or definitely not share these values. Otherwise, that would mean that you are a dangerous, hateful person. People's minds right now, even within our Adventist church, are being conditioned to believe that those who stand for biblical values are racist. Now, hopefully, by the grace of God, we will have manly leadership who will meet these falsehoods with brute force. Please pray that God will give to us strong, testosterone-filled, masculine leadership who will be unafraid to aggressively denounce these errors. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have not seen the recent video, the massive hypocrisy and weakness of anti-vax Adventists, you'll definitely want to check it out. Thank you.